Hey there. I want to talk about Enneagram point 4 and the experience of the spacious heart. And something that I found is that often type 4 or the part of us that is Enneagram point 4 is looking for the experience of the spacious heart, whether we realize that's what we're looking for or not. And so what is the spacious heart? We can experience presence or consciousness in these different centers of intelligence, as the Enneagram calls them. We can experience it in the head as alertness, as awareness, as spaciousness. We can experience it in the body as aliveness, as a sense of stability, as a sense of power and capability. And we can also experience it in the heart. And one of the ways it can be experienced in the heart is just as this open field of consciousness, this open field of presence that is kind of soft and affectionate, I guess you could say. But it's open to all the emotional experiences that might arise. It doesn't have a guardedness. It's not protecting itself from any emotions that could arise. It's completely welcoming and open to all emotional experiences. So that's why we call it the spacious heart, because it's as if with this experience of presence in the heart center, that there's kind of infinite space for all emotions, infinite openness and welcoming of all emotional experiences. And especially if you are type 4, you can probably guess, or you probably already have a sense of why this is so appealing for the 4 part of us, because in a way, the 4 energy, what it's looking for, especially when it's experiencing turbulent emotions, or like a stormy sea of emotions, is it's looking for space for those emotions. It's looking for a place where those emotions can be welcomed, can be included, can kind of be held in love. And, in childhood, the 4 energy will look for that space in other people and often find, they don't have space for my emotions. They don't have space for me. And that experience can be repeated throughout life, where it seems like the 4's emotions, and this could be, everyone's experience with the 4 part of themselves, that other people don't have space for my emotions, and so my emotions are too much. So the greatest gift, in a sense, that the 4 can give to themselves is it's an act of presence, to bring presence and consciousness by putting one's attention in the heart center, to allow for the experience of the spacious heart, is, in a sense, the greatest gift that the 4 can give themselves, because they tap into that part of them, we could say, that holds space for all the emotional experiences, no matter how turbulent, no matter how negative or positive. It could be something very intense like rage, even, and the spacious heart has space for that. It could be heartbreaking grief. The spacious heart has space for that. It could be terror. It could be fear. It could be anxiety. It could also be happiness, joy, gratitude, love, ecstasy. The spacious heart it's open, and it includes all these emotions, and it doesn't turn any of them away. So in that sense, it's also like unconditional love. But unconditional love as a presence. Just it's love as just this presence, this boundless open heart that doesn't turn anything away. It doesn't reject anything. and it has space for everything, particularly for emotions. So, and the 4, like I said, the 4 is looking for this without realizing it. And when they unconsciously look for it in other people, do you have space for my emotions? But it's kind of like finding a saving grace when they find that they can uncover this within themselves. The spacious heart isn't something that needs to be cultivated. It's already there. We just have to bring our attention to the heart center and notice that this is already here. And in the Enneagram literature, in the Enneagram of the virtues, the spacious heart is associated with equanimity. It's kind of like our emotions can be the stormy seas, and they're changing, and the waves are always changing. But if you go underneath the water, it's still, it's quiet, it's peaceful, right? And the spacious heart, the virtue of equanimity, that's kind of what that points to, is there's a part of our heart that's equanimous, that just allows and opens to all emotional experiences in human life. And it is, in a way, just the presence of love. So I hope that's helpful, particularly if your core Enneagram point is 4, but ultimately it's helpful for all of us, as with all of these Enneagram teachings, because we have all of the 9 points within us. So I hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching, and I hope you experience the spacious heart within yourself.